Welcome back to KP's Kingdom, Cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you how I make these beautiful seafood vol au vents. Real nice and tasty. Okay, let's just get on with it. Alright, first thing I need to do is get my seafood ready. So I'm just using a little bit of southern fried chicken seasoning, which is 2 cups of flour, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of white pepper, teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of ground paprika, teaspoon of ground coriander, teaspoon of ground cumin, teaspoon of onion powder, and that's around about it. Just follow the directions that are on the screen there. Alright, so I've got some beautiful, nice firm fleshed fish. I'm just going to coat that in the flour, just like I'm doing right there. No real rocket science to this, just make sure you get each and every piece of that nice and evenly coated. We'll set that aside and we'll get them ready to partially cook. We just want to give these a very light cook. Alright, so put that into a little bit of oil, just in a fry pan like I'm doing there, and we just need to cook these off very briefly. We don't want to cook the fish all the way through. Alright, so you're only going to sit them in there for about a minute to about a minute and a half. Just make sure you get both sides nicely crisped up, and this is just a nice way to start the seafood off. It's going to give it a beautiful flavour as well. Alright, so yep, when they're done, I'm going to take those out and put them on some absorbent paper. Get rid of any of that excess oil that we have. Very simple and very easy, this one, folks. Okay, now I've got some beautiful green banana prawns. I'm going to put those into the flour as well, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing, except we're only going to cook these for about 30 seconds or so, which is not going to take very long at all. Prawns will cook very quickly. If you overcook them, they will go rubbery, and no one wants a rubbery prawn. We want this to be nice and tender. Alright, so just put those in, give them about 10 seconds aside, thereabouts, just like that. And once they're done, we're going to put those on the absorbent paper as well. Right, so just give them that nice little bit of a cook. Not going to take very long at all. Just like that, and get them straight out of that oil and onto that absorbent paper, and we can let these cool down and we can go on to our next step. Alright, now what I need to do is make up a bechamel sauce. So I'm adding in about 20 grams of butter there, straight into our saucepan. I'm going to melt that down just like that. Very easy to do. And we need to add a little bit of flour to this. Choose whatever flour you like, and we're only going to need a couple of tablespoons of that, just like I'm doing right there. And don't forget to get the flour all over the bench and all over your cooker as well. Now mix that flour in with that butter. We want to cook that flour off. We don't want a floury sauce. We want to have a really nice creamy sauce. In goes a little bit of milk. Wait for that flour to absorb all of that milk. Keep stirring it. And if you end up with lumps, don't worry. We can get rid of those lumps quite easily. So just keep adding the milk until you end up with the quantity of sauce that you want. Make sure it thickens up a little bit. Now we're going to use a whisk, get rid of those lumps. It's not the proper way to do it, I know, but I show you through my mistakes. Alright, so here I've got some beautiful goat's cheese that I've just cut up into nice little chunks. It's a soft cheese. It's a very rich cheese, but it will give you an amazing flavour. So all we simply need to do is put that cheese straight into our sauce, like I'm doing right there. Keep stirring it through, make sure there's no lumps, and we want that cheese is going to melt down in no time at all. Now wait for that sauce to thicken up just to the right consistency. And I'm also going to add in some spring onion that I've just, or scallion that I've finely sliced, just like that. Keep stirring that through. Very nice and easy, this one. And that sauce will start to thicken in no time. Alright. So here I've got some vol au vent cases. Yes, I just went out and bought them. I didn't make them. So I'm just going to put those vol au vent cases and we're going to start adding our seafood. Put a couple of pieces of fish into each one, just like I'm doing there. Very nice and simple. Put a couple of prawns in each one, just like that. And we've got our oven sitting at about 190 degrees. Now, all we need to do now is get our sauce. And we're going to pour that sauce into our vol au vents. Alright. If you haven't had seafood vol au vents before, you do not know what you are missing. They taste amazing. Alright, so here we've got our sauce, and we're just going to spoon that into those cases. Make sure you get it all over that seafood. And once these cook off, oh, your guests are going to love you for this. I'm going to speed this up. Just spoon that sauce straight over the top like that. And don't worry if you spill a little bit. Make sure you've got some kitchen paper down, or some oven paper down. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Alright, I'm going to make up a quick little salad to go on the side. I've put those vol au vents into the oven. They're going to sit in there for around about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And they're going to finish cooking off absolutely beautifully. And the cheese is going to go nice and brown. And Anyway, so all I've got there is just a basic pre-bought vinaigrette. I'm just cheating here. And we're just going to serve this up with the vol au vents. It's going to cut through the richness of that goat's cheese and all that milk and butter. And there you go, KP's seafood vol au vents. Alright, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. It gives me confidence. It should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Don't forget to hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. But more importantly, if you want to learn how to make beautiful little morsels like this, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I will catch you next time.